How's it going, everyone? So today we are going to talk about Chrono Odyssey. I'm going to talk about the good, I'm going to talk about the bad, and what I would like to see them change and maybe add to the game to make it that much more great. I enjoyed the game, so let's get into this. Give a thumbs up, give a subscribe if you guys enjoyed this video. So leave a comment below and let me know what you guys think of this closed beta. If you got in, I would love to hear. So without further ado, let's get it. All right, guys, so let's talk about the bad. Let's get that over with. There's one thing I want them to add to this game that I heard in an interview that they didn't want to add because it takes away from the immersion. I want them to add a mini map. There were so many times I had to click my map over and over and over, and I think that's what takes immersion away. At least have a small mini map on the top right or top left so I don't have to keep opening my map so frequently to see the whole entire world. Oh, that bothered me for some reason. I'm like, this takes away from the immersion if I have to keep opening my map. Take that time. It's not like instant the map opens up. You have to open it up, look around, and then point where you want to go, and then get away from your map. It'd be cool just to see a mini map that maybe has the waypoints that you have marked, so you just know the direction you're going. I know they have a compass, but it'd be cool to see like a mini map added as well as a compass. I think that would bring the immersion up that much more. Let me know what you guys think about that, and let me know if you guys are opening your map a bunch of times if you guys played this game. So let's go over the second thing I disliked. Performance. I know this is a beta and they are testing just the multiplayer, but performance was an issue for me in this game. Just the way things move, the way things were acting, the way things performed as I'm walking through the world and even in combat, performance could get tuned up. I'll give them this break just because this is a beta and it's not the full game yet, but this game is releasing supposedly at the end of the year, maybe early next year. We will see, but they said it's coming 2025. So if they have a couple months to get performance down, if they get performance down, this game is going to be that much more amazing to me. Also, in line of this being a beta, there was bugs. There was multiple times I was getting kicked out and disconnected from the server multiple times. So when I was like trying to finish a quest, I would get kicked out. When I'm trying to, open up a chest, I get kicked out. So there's a bunch of bugs that they do have to tweak. Nothing like super game breaking, but things were just kicking me out. And there was one time I was in this like sphere of blocking walls as well. I know I was in the area I was supposed to be at, so it was just I didn't go out of bounds of the areas that they were giving us for this gameplay. It was just very weird, and I had to like completely kick out of my character. So I guess that's kind of game breaking right there. So those are some issues that I ran across. Let me know if there was any issues like that you guys came across. But yeah, bugs and performance, I think if they tie those down, this game is going to be chef's kiss. It's a lot of people are going to enjoy it, a lot of people are going to love it. Performance, I'll probably get this game for my PS5 because my PC was struggling. I don't know if the performance might have been from my PC, but watching other people's gameplays, I was like on similar wavelength to their like enjoyment of the game, even though they had like way stronger systems. But yeah, performance was something I think they need to keep tweaking on. That's something they usually deal with at the end of like the life cycle of the game and preparing the game to launch. So we will see. So last thing that hopefully they fix and work on that I just ran across and I was just like, this is kind of weird sometimes, was like telegraphing enemies' attacks and the dodging mechanic behind that. It just didn't feel right. Didn't feel like good to me. I don't know, because I'm so used to like Elden Ring or Night Rain that I'm currently playing now. It just felt a little off. I don't know if they could tweak that a bit and make it feel more fluid where we're able to telegraph any of these attacks much better, especially like bosses. There's some bosses I just couldn't really tell what kind of moveset they were doing. Just like quick. It's just like the telegraphing wasn't there. Maybe they should work on that, or maybe it was just my performance not working right. But yeah, dodging mechanics and just be able to telegraph and our dodges working right. The Ranger had way more dodging ability than the other two characters I played with, the Berserker and the Sword and Shield. Maybe tune those up for the Berserker and the Swordsman. I think it'll be better. So those are my gripes and those are out the way. Let's talk about the good. The gameplay felt great. It's better than I thought watching like the early playthroughs of people that got their hands on to play this game. It felt better than that because when I was watching that, it looked clunky. It looked a mess. It looked like you're stuttering everywhere. Enemies are stuttering everywhere. So in this build of this closed beta, it was definitely much smoother and I felt more grounded and the attacks felt more weighty. So the gameplay was there. The gameplay felt good to me when I was playing this game. You know, it's one of those games where you do switch weapons, so it's like very hack and slashy. But it did feel good for me. It didn't feel like it felt kind of like Lost Ark. Lost Ark has a good like I enjoy Lost Ark's like gameplay and like feel of that. So it felt like that, but in like a Souls-like game. So I enjoyed it. So along with like gameplay, combat is right there. Combat felt good, better than I thought it would feel. Like I said earlier, the week leading up to this, seeing people's gameplay of this game that got early hands on it didn't feel great to me. But having this build of this closed beta felt great, and I definitely enjoyed it. Once I got the hang of it, it's more like a Souls-like than like a Night Rain. So it's not like a Sekiro, like quick. You do have to like look out and telegraph enemies' attacks and just reading those patterns and make sure you just don't get hit a bunch. So yeah, those are the good points to me. I definitely enjoyed the game. It was fun. I'm not gonna probably play too much of this game. I'll probably wait till release because I don't want to put too many hours in this game. I want some surprise when I do get my hands on the full release or when version 1.0 comes out. So I did overall enjoy this experience. It was better than I thought it would be in this early state. So I commend them for making this happen, and hopefully we get to see more polish and see where they take this game. Also, forgot to say, one of the good things I enjoyed was like the world. There was some areas where I was like, this is pretty badass. Even like the barren places kind of reminded me like of a Final Fantasy 14 vibe, where it was like very open and you get to see all these enemies everywhere. It didn't feel like really desolate. It just felt like, okay, this is a big old desert area and there's a bunch of enemies, and it was cool that there was like encampments of enemies as well that you get to fight. Also, another cool thing about this game is there's like a harder enemy like the early areas, and it was cool to see like a bunch of people team up and just wreck it. And then we got an item. I got like this chest piece from it that was pretty high level, so it was rewarding to have that team up battle. It was pretty cool to see that camaraderie with this game, rewarding to have that experience, especially with other people in this game. So that was pretty cool to see. All right, guys, that's it. So let me know what you guys thought of Chrono Odyssey. Let me know if you enjoyed the experience of this game. I want to hear it all. Leave in the comments below, where do you see this game in the future? Do you see them doubling down and making performance way better, maybe changing the camera angles, because sometimes the camera angles are pretty wonky, like you guys saw in that video shot right there? Let me know your experience. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear your thoughts on this game. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I probably won't play too much of this game. Probably wait till the version 1 comes out and just really sink my teeth into this game. But I'm pretty sold. I'll definitely play this game. Hopefully they change things up, add a mini map. I would love it. All right, guys, give it a thumbs up, give a subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and make sure that you are good to yourself. Make sure that you're drinking your water, and make sure you're eating healthy, and just make sure that you're kind to yourself, because we all need that. And surround yourself by positive and uplifting people, because that's going to change the tone definitely in your life. All right, guys, love you to pieces. Stay risen, stay rising. Until next time, peace.